All right, let's talk about the every morning walkthrough form. This form is going to be for building engineers to complete daily, Monday through Friday, and then return to you on Friday. So it shows that they are inspecting their building, finding defects and issues, and then putting tickets in. So the first part of the form, the idea is to check the building, at least half of the building every day. If you're at a high school, maybe a quarter of the building every day. So rotate through the building so that the whole building's getting reported on. You're going to complete and turn into your quality control assistant manager every Friday is required. I would say by 1 p.m. It'd probably be better by 10:30 a.m. since you're going to do your every morning walk. Your last one will be Friday, and then you can just turn it in for the week after your Friday morning walk. It has a space for your fire alarm test. You can check off that it was complete and logged, and then it has a space for notes as you're walking your building. So you can write this down and then plug it in on your computer later. A place to put in work order numbers that you created, and then to check off that you sent your work orders to cleaning service and to the trades departments. The categories are up here just to give you an idea of what you're looking for in your morning walk: buildings, classrooms, bathrooms, grounds, and playgrounds. It also has a space at the bottom that just reminds you to check your fire extinguishers on the first of the month. We will implement a PM work order system at a later date, June and November, to check your roofs, inspect your roofs, clean out drains. And then if you have an elevator in your school, then a space to check off that you did your monthly elevator test and the date that you did the monthly elevator test on. So we want all building managers and building engineers to develop the same morning routine. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start your morning doing your every morning walkthrough, filling out this form, completing tickets, and then completing your other morning tasks like putting up the flagpole, checking at the front office, cleaning up the cafeteria after breakfast. But this is how every building engineer will start their day. When you're done with the report for the week, say Monday morning, you can just save this. So imagine just saving this document on your desktop. So it'd just be a file on your desktop. It can be a running document. So you fill it out, then you click save, and it'll save that information. Well, you've got your report filled out for the week. It's Friday, you've turned it into your QC, and you've got stuff still on your report. So you're gonna open it up on your desktop, and then Monday morning, to start fresh for the week, you're just gonna hit this red reset button, and then you're gonna reset the form. It's gonna remove all the data, so don't ever hit this red button unless you're ready to start with a fresh form. Now, if you wanna send a completed form to your QC, you can either save the file by hitting save as, and then you can choose where to save it, and that's gonna save it as is. So it's gonna save this fillable version with all these blue marks. Now, if you want to save a flattened version, so a flattened version is just a version that can be read or shared, but is no longer fillable, so the data can't be changed, you're going to hit this blue button. It's going to bring up actually the print menu, and in here, I know this sounds funny, but it's probably going to say follow me print as our default for the district. You're just going to go save it as Microsoft print to PDF. So it's actually going to be the printer. You're going to choose, like you're choosing a printer, you're going to say Microsoft print to PDF. You're going to change this to landscape so that it doesn't have this dead space up here. Now it's going to look like this, landscape on the page, and then you're going to hit print. So there's no save button, you're going to hit print, and now just like saving a document, you're going to be at this screen, and then you're going to give it a name. Your name for this should be the Friday of the week for this weekly report. So today is Friday, the 17th. So I'm gonna go 4:17:26. Walk report. So I'm gonna save it like this. And then I'm going to save that in what I'm calling my test folder on the desktop, and then hit save. All right, and then when I go into my test folder, I can go 4/17/26, and then it's going to open up this document. And as you can see, this version is no longer fillable. So it'll have your text, it'll have your tickets, it'll have your check marks, but no one will be able to manipulate it. And then this is the file that you're going to drag into your email and send to your QC on Friday.